add WooCommerce orders to Microsoft Power BI automatically. So assume that a new order is just received from your e-commerce store. Now here I'll show you how you can add the same order details automatically and in real time to the table of Power BI and visualize the order related data and do the further analysis from the reports of Power BI. So if you also want to sync the order related data with the Microsoft Power BI in real time, then come with me and I will show you everything step by step. So this is the dashboard of WooCommerce and this is my e-commerce store. Now in front of you I will place some dummy order and you will notice how the same order details will be added automatically to Power BI, and in this way I can create an interactive report of my orders. And to automate this process, firstly I'll have to build an integration in WooCommerce and Microsoft Power BI application with the help of software called as Pabbly Connect, which is an integration and automation software. I am an existing user of Pabbly Connect, so that is why I am already logged in. You can create your free account in Pabbly Connect in just 2 minutes from this sign up free button, and in the free account you will also get free tasks to test these kind of amazing automation. Now once you will log in and reach out to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, click on this blue button that is create workflow and then provide a random name to your workflow to your automation. So I have directly pasted the name as add WooCommerce orders to Microsoft Power BI. Okay, now simply click on create and then you will find 2 boxes. So these boxes are called as trigger and action, and here the trigger means when this happens, an action means do this. So whenever something happen in the first application, then automatically do this in the next application. So this is how you need to always choose the applications in this trigger and the action window in which you are building an automation. So according to our use case, we want that whenever any new order is placed in our WooCommerce store, that order related details should be added automatically to Microsoft Power BI application. Okay, so in this way you need to always select the applications in this trigger and the action window in which you are building an automation. Okay, so the idea here is, firstly I will connect to WooCommerce with Pabbly Connect and will capture the order related details, and further I will send the order related details to Microsoft Power BI application by simply connecting the same application with the Pabbly Connect. Okay, so let us connect to WooCommerce with Pabbly Connect. So here you can notice once I have selected the trigger event, it has provided me a webhook URL and few set of instructions. So you will have to read these instructions very carefully in order to build a connection in WooCommerce and Pabbly Connect. Okay, so basically you will have to copy this webhook URL, go back to the store, go back to the WooCommerce dashboard and then click on this settings option. After that you will have to search for the advanced option. Okay, so give me a second, I'll show you everything step by step. Okay, so here you can notice this advanced option. After that simply click on this webhook option and then you will have to create a new webhook from this particular button. Okay, did you notice that add webhook button? Okay, so I have clicked on that and here you will find the field of delivery URL. Paste that same webhook URL which you have actually got from Pabbly Connect here, and after that provide a random name. Okay, so I will be providing the name something like connection with Pabbly. Okay, now it is asking for the status which I am going to keep as active, asking for the topic, so you will have to select the same topic as the trigger event. Basically whatever you have selected in the trigger event, you will have to select the same topic here, that is order created. Okay, now simply click on the save webhook button and this is how the connection in between WooCommerce and Pabbly Connect will be successful. Okay, so here you can notice it is saying webhook updated successfully. Okay, so coming back to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, and here you can notice a blank response is initiated along with a webhook ID, which means the webhook has been added successfully. Now you'll have to click on this recapture webhook response button and first read the instructions, and here you can notice that it has already started waiting for the response. Okay, so it is saying that log into into the application where you have added the webhook URL and do a test submission or record so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response. So basically it is asking to do a tester submission or record, and here the tester submission means creation of a new order in our WooCommerce store. So my store is already opened. Okay, so I am going to place a dummy order in front of you, and you will notice that how the same order details will be captured via Pabbly Connect because we have recently connected our WooCommerce store with the Pabbly Connect. Okay, so this is the dashboard. It is actually waiting for the response, and this is my WooCommerce checkout page. Okay, I will be adding some random details. Okay, so give me a second. So I have added the first name as demo, last name as user, company name as Pabbly Connect, the country is India, street is random street, random apartment, random city, state is Madhya Pradesh, a random pin code, a random phone number, and a dummy email address. Now clicking on this place order button, and as soon as the order is placed here, you will notice that the same order details will be captured via Pabbly Connect. So coming back to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, waiting for the response, fingers crossed. And here you can notice the response is received. Now I will show you the details one by one. Okay, so these are the blank data, and now here you can find the same data. Here we have the price of the product, here we have the status as processing, and here we have the product name, that is white round neck t-shirt. Remember, we have placed the order for this white round neck t-shirt only. Okay, here we also have the state, the postcode, and the first name and the last name of the person. Now where is the email address of the person? I'm looking for that also. Okay, alright, so did you notice that the same email address, phone number, and all other details have been captured here? So the presence of this data clearly shows that the connection in between Pabbly Connect and WooCommerce is working absolutely fine. So now onwards, what will happen? Because our e-commerce store, our WooCommerce store is connected with the Pabbly Connect, every time someone will place an order in our e-commerce store, the details will be captured via Pabbly Connect instantly, because this trigger will instantly capture new incoming data and the workflow execution will start in real time. So in this way, the first step of our automation is done, and now moving further, I will show you how to send this order related data to Microsoft Power BI. Okay, so firstly we will be connecting this application with the Pabbly Connect, just like we have connected WooCommerce with the Pabbly Connect. So firstly I will select the trigger event. I'm sorry, not the trigger event but the action event. Okay, so here I'll go with this specific action event, that is add rows in specific data set in group. Okay, so I will show you how you can add a new row, and in that new row how you can add the order related data. Okay, so simply clicking on connect, clicking on add new connection, clicking on connect with Microsoft Power BI, and now you will have to provide the access of your Microsoft Power BI account, and further you will have to provide the permission. Okay, I have provided this access multiple times earlier, so I am going with the existing connection only. Okay, so clicking on save, and this is how my Microsoft Power BI account will be immediately connected with the Pabbly Connect. So here you can notice it is connected, and whatever the group IDs and dataset IDs are available in my Microsoft Power BI account have started visible here. Okay, because we are connected. Okay, so here you can notice this Pabbly testing and PabCon. Okay, so I'll select this Pabbly testing. Okay, here also I'll show you the same, that is Pabbly testing. This is the workspace I am going to open. Okay, now coming back to Pabbly Connected dashboard, now it is asking to select the data set ID. Okay, so here I'll show you how you can create a new data set ID. Okay, so simply clicking on this plus icon, and here you will find the option of streaming data set. Okay, so basically with the help of this API we are going to create a new data set. Okay, so clicking on this next button, and now I will be providing some random name to my data set. Okay, so because I'm interested in adding the WooCommerce order data. So that is why I am giving my dataset name as WooCommerce only, asking for values for stream. Okay, so let's say you want to collect the product name, the product price, or the customer name. So I will be adding those values one by one. Okay, enter a new value name. Okay, so let me add the customer name first. Okay, now I will copy this value and will paste here and will change it as email. Okay, now I will change it as a number. Okay, phone number. Give me a second, and from here you can select the type. Okay, so I will keep it as text only, asking for one more value. Okay, so how about I add the order ID? Basically I would like to collect the order ID also. Okay, and now I will be collecting the product name and product price as well. Okay, so I have added 5 to 6 fields here. It is completely up to you that how many fields, how many data you would like to collect from WooCommerce. You just need to check first that how much data, basically what data you have actually got from WooCommerce dashboard from your order related data, and based on that data you can create the fields accordingly. Okay, as per your convenience. Okay, product price, here I'll show you how you can collect this 5 to 6 information. So simply clicking on this create button and then clicking on this done button. Okay, and now in the last you will find the same data set. Okay, so coming back to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, now firstly I'll click on this refresh to fetch new items on this specific button, and you will notice that the same data set will start visible here. Okay, so give me a second, I'll show you everything. Alright, so I'm guessing that the new data has been fetched here, and yes, I was correct. The new data set is visible here, so I have selected the same. Further, it is asking to select the table name. Okay, so again going back to the Power BI dashboard, firstly I'll click on this 3 dot. Okay, and I think I have forgot to edit one more thing. I have forgot to tick mark this particular thing. Okay, you will have to enable this historic data analysis also. Okay, so I have enabled that, clicking on done, and now when I'll click on this 3 dot you will find the option of create report. Okay, so I'll be clicking on that option, and from the right hand side you will notice the table that is real time data. Okay, so I have selected the same, and now you will notice that the same data set fields which we have just created will start visible here. Okay, so give me a second, I'll show you everything. Okay, so here you can notice the same customer name field, the customer email field, the customer number, order ID, product name, product price. You just need to select that data, and this is how the values will be added here. Okay, you can even maximize this data. Okay, give me a second, let me show you, because I think this data is actually not visible to you. So let me enable this focus mode so that you can see the data very clearly. Okay, give me a second, and here you can notice this customer email, customer name. Now I will tick mark this customer number, the order ID, the product name, the product price. Okay, so in this way, into my Power BI report, all the data, all the columns, all the fields have been added. Now the only part remaining is to update the data, update the WooCommerce order data. Okay, so coming back to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, clicking on this refresh button once again, and you will notice the same real time table name here. Okay, alright, so it is refreshed and the table name is also appear here, so I have selected the same. Now here comes the most interesting part of this section, that is providing the order related data. Okay, so basically you will have to follow this particular syntax in order to add the data. Okay, so firstly I have copied the very same syntax and pasted here. Now it is asking for the field name. Basically it will ask you the field name and the value of the field. Okay, so I have the field name as customer email, so that is why I will update it as a customer field. Okay, customer email, and in place of the sample@gmail.com I am going to provide the customer email. Now you tell me from where I am going to provide the customer email. Remember, we have already captured the order related data as the response of our previous step, and the interesting thing thing here is I am not going to manually copy this data again and again and paste below. Basically, I am going to map this data, okay? And mapping is very simple. When you will click on this field, you will find the same data, the above data here in the drop down. You just need to search that data and click on that data, and in this way the data will be mapped, okay? And in the same way I am going to map other details also. But you must be thinking that what is this mapping all about, okay? So whatever the details I will map here, these details will be replaced automatically when this automation will work in real time, okay? I'm repeating this thing once again. Whatever the details I'm mapping here from this drop down will be replaced automatically, and that is why mapping plays a major role inside this automation. And this is how this automation is going to take place in real time. Again, I will be adding the name of the person, okay? So again I will add an inverted comma, and here I will add the name of the person, that is demo user, okay? So I have added the first name, giving a space. Let me also search for the last name. Alright, so the name is also added. Further, I have this customer number field, okay? So coming back, and here once again I will copy this customer name thing, okay? And in place of date I will paste the customer number, okay? So give me a second. I have added the same, and again I will remove this date value, and here in between this inverted comma I will be mapping the phone number of the person. So in this way, by following the same syntax separated by a comma, you can add all the data in this particular field. Further, we have the order ID, product name and product price, okay? So once again I will be copying the same text, okay? So I have added the same, and after this comma let me paste the same here, and here I will add the product name, and in place of the sample@gmail.com, let us search for our product name, which was white round neck t-shirt, okay? So I have added the same. After this comma, once again I will paste the same syntax, and in place of email I will add the product price, okay? So I have added the same once again, and again I will be mapping the price of the product, which was something $1,000, I think 1,000 rupees, okay? And the last value remaining is the product price. No, I think I have covered the product price and the product name as well. The only thing remaining is the order ID, okay? So one last time I am pasting the same index, and here I will add the value as order ID, and in place of the sample@gmail.com I will be adding the ID of the order, okay? So I will have to check whether I have this ID or not, okay? So give me a second, let us check it. And yes, we do have the order ID, okay? So I think I have added all the details. Clicking on this button, save and send test request, and I'm really expecting that this data will be added automatically to my Power BI report, okay? So here you can notice it is showing error code. I'll have to check what is wrong with this, okay? So give me a second. I think this extra comma is giving this error, okay? So I have removed it. Clicking on this button once again, and let us check whether this time the data is getting updated or not. Fingers crossed. And here you can notice the response is received. Going back to the dashboard of Power BI, and here I will check this once again, and here you can notice the customer name, the customer number, order ID, product name, product price, and even the customer email address. Every detail has been updated automatically into the report of Power BI, okay? So in this way, in real time, you can update the WooCommerce order related data automatically to Power BI with the help of automation software Pabbly Connect. And to automate this whole process, you need to create this automation inside Pabbly Connect just once. After that, you can sit back and relax, because Pabbly Connect will take care of all the tasks in the back end. You do not have to do anything manually, okay? So every time the order is placed now onwards in your store, store, the data will be updated. The order data will be updated automatically to your Power BI report, and further you can create the interactive reports using this data. Okay, in this way you can sync your WooCommerce data with the Power BI in real time. And just in case if you want to access this two-step workflow inside your Pabbly Connect account, I will also attach the link of my workflow into the description box. So simply click on this link and then sign up for free into the Pabbly Connect, and then you will be able to access the same workflow inside your own Pabbly Connect account, that too for free. Not just these applications, you can integrate multiple applications and automate your business with Pabbly Connect. You can ask your queries at forum.pabbly.com. My team will surely answer to your questions. This is the website of Pabbly Connect, and for the latest updates of Pabbly Connect and unique automation ideas, you can join our Facebook group, that is formget.deals. If you have found this video helpful in any way, share it with your friends and colleagues and also help them to automate their business. Like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video.